Oh,
We're live. Welcome to our live video.
Hello,
Our Sunday live video.
Where I, once again, do not have a spot on the couch because Laska doesn't want to move.
Alaska, come on.
I know, I really
give
want
Mom
to
some
see you,
space.
but
Give Mom some space.
where am I supposed to sit?
Okay.
Your claws out.
Well, thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, thank you to everybody once again who's been in the live chat before this started. Love chatting with you guys. So today, though, we're going to start with a funny thread from our Facebook group called Make Memories in Mexico. This totally cracked us up this week. Okay, so I won't just talk about it, I will show you. So David posted this picture and said, "Glad your Prius isn't this color. Papaya Travels just doesn't sound right, and I wouldn't like to be a papayarini." So this is the picture.
It's like a yellowish, if you
It's-
can't really tell.
Yeah, it's the same model as my car.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can we? Can
That's
she
good.
go somewhere else? Because
Will you
she's kind of hurting
will you
me.
go to the other couch?
Okay.
One moment.
Please hold.
Un momentito, por favor.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
According to someone in the comments here, this color is called Mandarin in Canada, but Habanero in the U.S.
Yeah, it's
So
more like habanero.
to me, it looks kind of like school bus yellow. So, but here are some of the other comments. Since Papaya Travels doesn't sound right, and David wouldn't want to be a papayarini. Rhonda says, it does kind of go with Ring-a-Ding That Bell, which, as you guys might be familiar with, was the first version of Gong That Bell, but what I think is very cringy, and we only did that once before realizing it was a terrible way to ask you to hit the notification bell. Roberto says, yeah, hola papayitos doesn't sound as good in Spanish as hola mandarinitas. I do agree. Someone else says egg yolk travels.
Yuck. Egg yuck travels.
Chuck says baby poop travels, so we're heading in an even worse direction with that one. Where's another one here? But we're actually taking this one very seriously and considering a name change instead of Tangerine Travels. If we were to get this color of Prius C, we could be the Mustard Meanderers. What do you guys think about that?
Huevos viajeros.
Huevos viajeros. Oh my gosh. And last but not least, John says, I'd expect Papaya Travels to be getting lost everywhere or stranded, and I totally agree with that. So funny. So anyway, that was that thread. If you guys want to join, it's an open group called Make Memories in Mexico with Tangerine Travels, where we share memories that we're making, and then other people share like fun pictures and videos and stories and things like that. So that is some shenanigans that go on over there.
All right, who's in the house today? We have Shawn. Hello, Shawn. Hello, Tavo.
I see Diego is here. Hello, Diego.
Spanish and Go. Hello, guys. Good day to you.
Wait. What do we have? Hold on. Oh, okay, we're getting caught up here. The two travelers in Mexico say we would have been mandarinis. Technically, mandarins are tangerines, and mandarinita is like the equivalent in Spanish of saying tangerinis.
Thank you for the super chat, Don. We love you guys and your master, Alaska, rules.
And our master, yeah, she really is. Someone said, what's wrong with Tangerine Travels? What is wrong with us?
I think they're saying, hey, why are you coming up with all these other names?
Like, what's wrong with the name Tangerine? Nothing. But it's like...
Nothing, it's perfect.
No, it's absolutely nothing wrong, no. But just our color is tangerine, our car is tangerine colored, and then this Prius C is like mustard, orange, or habanero it's called, so I just thought that I got a kick out of that this week, so thank you, David, for sharing that if you're watching.
So the title of this video, we're going to do like a Q&A, like if you guys have been around the previous Sundays. You know, we kind of just like chat with you guys for a couple hours. But to start off, where do we want to go after this? Well, I want to go there.
Vegas, yes.
And
although I want to go there when it gets back to its like somewhat former glory, because the way that it's being talked about, that Vegas, the Strip is opening, I'm like not about it. No.
And I want to go here, La Paz.
The Baja Peninsula.
Yeah, and other places on the Baja Peninsula as well. Thank you for the super chat, Shawn. Shawn, I can't talk. Hola, happy Sunday. Thank you guys for joining us on this lovely Sunday. It's been raining a lot here lately, but today
it's a nice
bright.
Clear day. Yeah, one of these days we're gonna have a big old thunderstorm during the live video, and well, hopefully not though, because like the power can go out sometimes.
The power went out last night on us. We were watching TV and it went totally black in here.
Like it was at night, so yeah, like the AC went off, all the lights went off, and it was pure blackness out of nowhere. Was it even raining at that time?
No,
I don't think so. Just totally out of the blue. It was like, whoa. The darkness.
Hello, Kay Jones. Hello, Jerry. I've been away from YouTube for a while. Are you guys still living in Mexico? Eric asks. Yes, we are. We are living in Puerto Morelos. We were supposed to be gone from here, going to other places in Mexico at the end of April, but now we're just going to be stuck here for a while.
Plans got a little bit of a detour.
Ariel from Winnipeg. Christine from Alaska.
Alaska. Very cool.
Cool t-shirt. Oh, thank you. I like this color. It's so soft, too.
Yeah, emerald green. Yeah, is this the jersey fabric one?
I think this is the tri-blend.
So the premium?
Yeah.
These shirts like this are available at TangerineTravels.com if you would like to check them out. We have some new designs coming soon, assuming our sample order ever shows up.
Mary asks, have you been to Guanajuato? Not a place with that spelling, but if you meant to say Guanajuato, yes, we have, and that's another one of the places that I want to go when this is all over.
Yeah, go back there. Because how long did we spend there? Like 2 weeks?
Guanajuato. How do you spell Guanajuato?
J, isn't it?
Oh, you type it out. For
Guato?
yeah, that looks better.
Is this right?
Yeah, go for it. Okay, that's where we want to go.
Wait, that doesn't look right. Is that right?
I think so.
Guanajuato. Yeah, okay, that's right.
We have Olawale from Lagos, Nigeria here.
Thanks for joining us.
I saw we have someone from Germany. And
wow, I saw Lisbon earlier. Someone's hopping on from Lisbon. Very, very cool. Where is another? Okay, yeah, Spanish and Go. Guanajuato, yeah. We not only have trouble saying it, but we have trouble spelling it, apparently.
I thought I knew how to spell it until I went to type it. I was like, this doesn't look right.
Well, and you know why? I think it's because I've never seen it without the first G capitalized. So it looked all funky.
Oh,
you weren't capitalizing that. But
I
anyway.
see.
And then Jerry spells it with an H down here. I don't think that's right. But that is sort of how you say it.
Guanajuato.
Oh, that's not even... Oh, yeah, it is, just with an H, huh?
But there are some cities in Mexico that used to have different spellings. Like, I'm going to type this in here. Ajijic was Ajijic.
With
Ajijic was...
X's.
Had X's instead of J's. And then eventually it changed the spelling.
Go to Lake Chapala again. That's a place that I would go back to. Probably not to live there again, but I really did like Ajijic in our time there, so.
I wouldn't mind staying there for a little bit.
A little bit, but not like super long term. I don't see us spending like a year there or anything.
Thank you, Shawn, for the super sticker.
Thank you. Player character jumping up and down saying, #1 fan! It's just, I can't resist saying them sometimes.
All right, where else are we wanting to visit?
Okay, what?
You all are going to just name them here for us.
Yeah, how about this? How about you guys guess? Because you're doing a very good job so far.
Querétaro, that's another place I want to go when we're no longer stuck here.
Yeah, I would actually just like to be able to go out of our house freely. like eventually,
Yeah, no
that would
kidding.
be great. But yeah, this is our dream. Where do we dream of going? I dream of going to Chiapas. That was our plan before, to go to San Cristobal de las Casas and then be able to see some of the amazing nature around there. I think everybody knows by now that Oaxaca, like my heart lives in Oaxaca, so I would love to go back there. We still have like we still have a reservation there, and we're kind of like holding out to the last minute to cancel it, but I do think that's probably not going to happen, at least in the like the dates that we've already reserved. I don't think we're going to be able to.
Maria asks, Aguascalientes? Good guess. It wasn't on the list that I made, but it's a place I'd like to go back to.
Yeah, people there are awesome. Jesus says, go to Tepic again. The food is great and natural places. Yeah, we only spent one night in Tepic, so we really didn't experience it whatsoever. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, just a night, and we didn't do anything there at all. So I think that's a place we definitely need to go back to. Oh, thank you again, Shawn, for another super sticker. A hippo character. Let's see what hippo character.
Just
No, I think I'm.
if you get over here, there.
Oh, okay, I see it. He looks kind of angry at first.
All right. Jen asks, Sayulita, have you been? Well, sort of. We were going to visit one day. I think we were leaving Puerto Vallarta going to San Blas. And we were going to stop by Sayulita on the way, check it out for a few hours.
Get like some lunch or something.
Yeah, we drove in there. We were trying to find parking, and they wanted to charge us $10 for 1 hour, and we're like, nope, screw this.
Absolutely
and we're
not.
out of here.
We just thought this is probably not a good way to start off our little adventure in Sayulita by being scammed. So, so we have here
Huatulco. That wasn't on our short list, but good guess. I mean, I would have to. This wasn't on our list either, but it reminds me of what's other place in Oaxaca that on the coast that we've been wanting to go to forever.
Escondido.
Puerto Escondido. I really want to go there.
Yeah. Mike says, try shopping in Tonalá if you did not visit there when you went to Guadalajara. We did. We actually went on something called a Tapatio tour, and it takes you to, that's a lot of T's, Tapatio tour that takes you to Tonalá, Tlaquepaque, Zapopan, and Guadalajara, like downtown.
But it's those big red buses you see going around in Guadalajara. Really good deal. But yeah, Tonalá is cool.
And I would even do that again. I really liked it. I love Tonalá. That's where I had some really good pan de elote for like 10 pesos or something.
Oh yeah, it was so cheap.
Oh, so good. Buddy says Guadalajara. Yes.
Yes, that is on our list. And San Miguel de Allende.
Rudy says San Miguel de Allende.
That's on my list.
We were going to, like, in our travels originally, when we went to Guanajuato, we were going to go to San Miguel de Allende after that, but we ended up backtracking and going to Guadalajara, and then we lived there for 4 months, so we didn't make it.
And Brett guessed one of them, Acapulco. Yes.
Really want to go back there. If for nothing else, that, what was it called? Pozole. Is it Thursdays?
Pozole Thursdays.
Pozole Thursdays.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
And
man, I'm missing Mexican food these days.
The tamales there at that same place.
And their mezcalito.
Mazatlan, that's another place I want to go back to.
Yeah.
Oh, what else was on our list?
I already said Oaxaca. We're kind of plugging down this list here. We said Vegas, Phoenix. I'd like to see my family because our last trip there was cut short. But
Octavio, stuck in Phoenix.
Yeah, and that's where I would want to go, see my family and stuff.
One day you should check out the Dominican Republic. I went there when I was younger. It's been a while though. I was very young.
Charlie says, what about Valladolid? We did go there actually for a week, and we kind of ended up, it was like we were going to make videos, but it ended up being a catch-up week because we had a lot of travel right before that. And maybe it was because we were really tired from all of our traveling, or the stars were not aligned or something, but it wasn't our, like it, I don't know.
I didn't mind it, but I didn't fall in love with it either.
Yeah, like some people absolutely are enamored with Valladolid, and I remember thinking like, I don't get it, or like, what are we missing here? So I'd give it another chance though when we're not like exhausted from traveling.
Have you been to Campeche? Do Did we stay a night in Campeche? One night.
Yes.
Yeah, we had the darndest time trying to find an affordable Airbnb there that would allow Alaska.
Well, yeah. Because the place that we got, it said pet friendly on Airbnb. Like, we always select that box, and we got there, and it was not a pet friendly hotel, apparently.
Yeah.
So it was like all weird, and then we ended up moving to another Airbnb, and I don't know, we just had one like kind of weird thing after another there.
Really pretty city though.
Mm-hmm. Especially the fort area with all the houses inside. Oh, that was beautiful.
I'm here. What did I miss? Well, you just missed us naming some of the places we want to visit when this is all done.
I think we might have gotten the 10.
Yeah, we're pretty much out of the list. Now it's just going to be a Q&A.
Yeah.
Not just a Q&A.
An
lively,
amazing,
exciting
fantastic,
Q&A
fun
that
Q&A.
you should stick around for.
So what would you guys like to know, or what would you guys like to ask or talk about? Jen says, Sayulita is my favorite. I worked at a hostel there for a month. It's better to bus there or park outside. Yeah,
Okay.
That's good to know.
Cool.
And maybe we could do that, like find some parking outside of the town, and then, because it's pretty walkable, right? The town is like relatively small. I feel like I remember seeing golf carts there, like, and then people biking and stuff, surfers carrying around their surfboards and stuff.
Don't. Jerry says, don't go to Zipolite. Zipolite.
You sound like a bee there for a second. Zip, 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 zip.
So this is the only nude beach I know about in Mexico.
Is that why you're saying don't go there? Or is there something wrong, or you just don't want us to like give attention to that place or something? Let's see here. David says we need to go to Croatia. Why do you say that?
Croatia. That was not on my list, but I'm not opposed to exploring more countries.
So Jerry says, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I would like to start off with mostly Spanish-speaking countries, but eventually maybe we'll expand outside of those.
Tammy asks, have we ever been to Belize, like the island of San Pedro? We've been
Nope.
close when we went to Bacalar, but we've never crossed the border into Belize. Mary says, Mazamitla, that's definitely a place I'd like to go back to, because we basically only spent a day there 2 different times, I think. Have we been there twice?
Where?
Mazamitla?
We've been there once.
Once. Okay, and it was only for like a day, so I'd like to go back there.
How good are the vets in Mexico? We've had pretty much nothing but good experiences with veterinarians.
Mm-hmm. Even after a bad experience with Lascanahihic.
That wasn't because of the veterinarian.
Not because of the vet, no. He fixed her right up. Karen says, Croatia is indeed lovely. You would enjoy it. Okay.
So just so you know, if we're scrolled all the way down to the down here, it's going to scroll up automatically. But if you scroll up, it stays there.
Yeah, that's not a place that I've considered going, but like I really don't think that there's many places in the world that I have like super ruled out that we would never go or something. Like I don't have any short or long list of those type of places. And David says, my family is from Croatia. It has beautiful beaches and wonderful food close to Italy. Well, I'm all about the wonderful food. Sold.
Have you ever been to Costa Rica? No, we haven't been around Latin America very much. Like between Central and South America, we've been to Peru. That's it. So and then we live in Mexico.
Not that many places. Shawn says, have you ever been to Cuernavaca? I have a great host family there and can talk them into comping your room and food for a weekend. Wow, that's cool. No, we haven't been.
I hear lots of good things about Cuernavaca, and I would like to go. It wasn't on my short list of places I want to visit, but I mean, there's other places I forgot about that I want to go to.
I do remember seeing a comment that asked about Veracruz. I probably would not be so inclined to go back to Heroica, Veracruz, that area, but in the mountains and like farther inland, I would definitely like to see some of those. And there's quite a few pueblos mágicos in Veracruz as well, so
which are like, it translates to magic towns, and it's this government program to promote tourism in various towns around Mexico to get people out of like Cancun and other super popular places and just kind of make people more aware that there's other cool places to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we've ever been disappointed by a Pueblo Mexico that we've been to. At least one that we gave a chance to.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, Michael.
Thank you, thank you.
Did I do it?
Oh gosh, did you do it?
No, I didn't.
Do the air horn thing. We really need to make sure though that if you do it, it's turned way down.
I think the volume's turned down from last time. I'm going to check. I did an update today. Yep.
Okay. I don't want to blast your eardrums out. Roberto asked, have we been to Tulum or Isla Mujeres?
Yes, both
Yes.
of them. But Isla Mujeres, not as much. It was kind of just like a day trip each time, or we got an hour there or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't been able to really explore Isla Mujeres. We've been to Tulum a couple times.
We've
And-
never stayed on the beach though, or stayed on the beach side of it
town,
though, because
yeah.
it's so expensive. And I don't know if that's really like my cup of tea either, because it's kind of like an Instagrammer's paradise. And I'm really not that type to be like, take my picture here. Let's go like do a little photo shoot over there. You should see our Instagram. We have to scrape for pictures a lot of times because we forget to take pictures too. I think like we'll be having a good time and don't think to get the camera out and take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry says you're running out of places to visit in Mexico. I don't think so.
I don't feel like we are.
No, I feel
And-
like the more we... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that exactly what you were going to say. The more we travel, the more places we want to go to.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
And the more places we find out about, and the more places we want to go back to.
Yep, that is exactly right. Sarah says, hi, we're listening to you while we go for a walk before it gets too hot. I'll post a pic on Facebook when we get home. Awesome!
It's already too hot here.
I was going to say, as soon as the sun really comes out, if it's not cloudy, even if it is cloudy, it can be pretty hot during the day. We don't really go out until the sun goes down.
Isn't Laska a Malamute rather than a Husky? Laska, question for you.
She's like, what?
Nah, she's a Husky. Malamutes are way bigger than her. She's about 40 pounds, about 20 kilos. And Malamutes are more like 50 kilos, 100 pounds, maybe even bigger. And longer hair too, usually.
More floofy floof. More shedding. Two travelers in Mexico say Cuernavaca is amazing. And also Orlando says go to Tepoztlan, Cuernavaca, and Tequesquitengo. Did I say that right?
All in Morelos State. And Morelos, the state is tiny, so those places can't be too far apart.
Yeah.
And how do you say this? Chilitla?
Or is it Shalitla? Or
Chilitla?
za? I can never... The X
Those
sound...
native words are so
Yeah.
hard for me.
I think there's like 6 different sounds that the X can make in native languages.
Thank you for the super chat, Carlos. Where is Laska? Well, we just showed you, but I'll show you again. There she is.
She's taking a little nap, like usual. I think we've been wearing her out with these
We have.
WALKs every day.
We've been going on long strolls.
Strolls, yes. I'm going to use those words. When are you going to cut his hair? Okay, well, we have to get this. We have to answer this. It's obligatory. Ryan asked, when are you going to cut his hair? Angel emoji. I don't know. Do you think it's getting too long? Or is it at just the right length?
It's been annoying me more lately.
It is. It's getting...
But that's why I had to put on a hat today, because otherwise I'm just constantly trying to get it out of my eyes. Thankfully the hat already fixed it, but just always trying to get it off my face.
Thank you for the super chat, Irvin. Is Puerto Morelos more affordable to live than Playa del Carmen? Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's probably
Definitely.
like half as expensive as Playa del Carmen and Cancun, especially depending on where you are. Like in Playa del Carmen, the closer you are to Fifth Avenue, the more expensive it is.
Yeah, and I can speak for like Playa del Carmen beachside versus Puerto Morelos beachside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, way cheaper to live. But like you get back into where most people live in Playa del Carmen and where most people live in Puerto Morelos, and I don't know exactly how expensive Playa del Carmen is in those locations.
Yeah, very true. Thank you for the super chat, Christine. Would you start having meetups with us as you travel? I'm moving to Tupala June 3rd. That is exciting. Coming right up. This June? Is it? Are all the I don't actually know what the new dates or what's going on with when Mexico is opening. I kind of just in my mind assume that we'll be hunkered down here for a while. So, but hopefully that won't present any travel issues or anything. Would we start having? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm not opposed to meetups.
Yeah.
It's just my energy drains fast when I'm in big groups, so I prefer smaller meetups.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I wouldn't say that we'll never have them, but the idea is kind of intimidating to me. And then there's, of course, like safety concerns and stuff because we do get the occasional threat and things. So, yeah, it's something we would have to continue talking about. We were, before this whole pandemic thing hit, we were planning, like, what are they called? The catamaran. We were trying to do like a catamaran meetup so that it would be kind of like a fun activity that everybody could do together. But then, of course, coronavirus sort of threw a wrench in that. Two travelers in Mexico say, traveling is an itch I never want to find a cure for. Totally agree. Roberto says, Laska's looking like she stayed up last night. It actually does seem like she is somewhat nocturnal because anytime I like get up and roll over in bed, I'll look over and sometimes she's just up, like she's sitting up. Oh, Andy says, while in Acapulco, take a day trip or a drip to Tasco. I really want to go there too. It's a Pueblo Mágico, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
One of the most popular ones.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. So that's one that wasn't on our list, but I would say that should have been on our list.
Yeah.
What you doing over there?
Oh, just running some errands.
Running some errands. John asks, do Americans moving to Mexico need health insurance, and how much is it?
Depends on your finances and what kind of conditions you have. There's some people who get in trouble here by not having it.
Not in like legal trouble.
Not in legal trouble, but personal health trouble because they have little to no savings, and then something goes wrong, and then they can't really get it taken care of because you're stuck with the horrible private hospitals if you can't pay for the public hospital, or you're stuck with the horrible public hospitals if you can't pay for the private hospitals, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, how much is it though? We've had people tell us we can get it for cheaper, but the best I've found for us, for the two of us, is $400 or $350 or $400 a month.
And since we don't have any pre-existing conditions or any like ongoing medications or prescriptions that we need to buy or anything, it would actually make more sense for us to just pay for whatever medical needs that we have as they come up, versus paying that much money for what we don't need anything right now.
Yeah, we don't have it. We've decided to go without insurance, and basically instead of spending the money on insurance each month, it just goes into our savings. So because of this, not paying that $350 every month, we're now able to have like $10,000 saved up and pay for your surgery out of that, and pay for all of our medical expenses up to now. So, in the medical fund is still like $5,000 or $6,000 after all those expenses, and that's just money we save from not having insurance.
Although we are aware that it is a little bit of a gamble because if something crazy were to happen, like getting hit by a bus or something along those lines, then it could end up being a very, very costly thing, whatever we might need out of that. Eric asks, what about Mexico attracted you to move there? I'm actually going to refer you to our video that we posted yesterday, the pros and cons about living in Mexico, because many of the pros on our list were actually things that we considered before moving and part of what attracted us. Like, for instance, the close proximity to the U.S., cost of living, obviously, but we had, our list was like 21 pros and cons. So after this is over, you guys can go watch that. I did not know this. Edward says Malamutes do not have blue eyes if purebred, while Huskies do have blue eyes.
Really?
I
And huskies don't have to have blue eyes, right? Because I see lots of huskies that look like they're purebred and with brown eyes, or one blue eye, one brown eye, things like that.
Azul says you guys should go to Morelia. The movie Coco is based on the city. It's probably the most beautiful city in Mexico, I would say. I thought Coco was based on Guanajuato and Oaxaca.
And
In fact, I'm actually almost positive that's the case. I know they probably got a lot of influence from much of Mexico.
Yeah, I thought they got influence from several places, like places you mentioned, and also some of the cemeteries around. And
yeah. But we should go to Morelia. We have gone to Morelia. We made 2 videos there. You can find those on our channel. Thank you very much, Alejandra, for the super chat. Por amar tanto a mi Oaxaca, tierra del sol, suspiro por verte. I don't know what all of that means.
What is suspiro?
To breathe. Like, I think it's a breath. Maybe somebody can translate all of that.
If that's a breath, I don't understand what that means. For
land of the sun, breathing the land of the... I don't know. I don't know the translation of that.
Can we look it up? It's a super chat. Let's look this one.
Yeah, gotcha. And then until then, we'll just sit here awkwardly and
then
stare at us.
Amar is that a word? If it's a word, I don't know it, but or is it a misspelling of amor, which means love? Oh, loving.
Por verte. Okay, for loving my Oaxaca so much, land of the sun, I sigh to see you. Sigh. So I was thinking breathing, but it's like
suspiro is sigh.
That's kind of what I was
and then
trying to.
Then amar is like
loving. I've never heard amar.
Yeah, to love. Okay, cool. Well, we're learning some words today. Go. I feel like these are words we should already know. And I've heard the word suspiro before, but I didn't realize it was meaning sigh.
Danielle says, Joss and Janik did a video of Joss cutting Janik's hair, and she did a really good job. I just this week saw the one where Janik cut Joss's hair, and she had like such an emotional roller coaster of, because she had grown her hair out so long, and he cut it really short, but he also did a very good job. I would probably have that same emotional roller coaster.
Okay, let's get caught up on comments here.
Oops.
Oh, we have to scroll through past a bunch of comments.
So yeah, Michael says amor is love. I knew amor. I guess I'd never thought to learn the verb for to love.
But amar, that's super easy.
Yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. Kind of feel silly for not knowing that one.
Hank, what's your favorite restaurant in Puerto Morelos? What is my favorite restaurant here?
How about like top 3? Or 4 or 5.
Okay, I love the ribs from La Cabana. El Pesquero, really great seafood.
La Limoya.
Good breakfast.
Mangata, amazing breakfast and lunch.
El Nicho, really good breakfast.
El
Nicho. What's the one where I always got shrimp?
Oh, oh my gosh.
Escochin.
Yeah, Escochin.
It used to have a different name. I forget what that is now. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Okay, Diana says it is part of a song, Canción Mixteca, Land of the Sun, I Sigh for Seeing You. Oh, we need to be better about like Mexican music.
We were listening to some mariachi earlier.
Learning some mariachi lyrics to become true Mexicans. Gabrielle says, I'm late. Better late than never. Thank you for joining us. Rainbow Squash says, is that a real thing? A rainbow squash? That sounds really pretty.
What kind of squash? What's your favorite squash?
My favorite squash? Either spaghetti or butternut.
Butternut squash is delicious.
I love butternut. But then spaghetti squash is nice because it's like healthy spaghetti. It's like carb-free spaghetti, basically. Do they test you when you cross the border? I don't want them to put anything in my mouth, not even a cotton swab, much less injected. I have no idea what they're doing. I think they're at the very least doing temperature screens because that's like a way to know if you're sick. for sure if you're...
Amo, amas, amat, amat? What's that?
Amamas, amates. This isn't all Spanish, is it? Amat?
Is amat Spanish?
You said that so funny. Is amat Spanish? Like you were acting out a play or something. Amat is Malay.
Translate from Malay. What does it mean in Malay?
Amat.
No, you have to click on that button.
Oh, so much.
So much.
How about what are the other ones? I was like, that can't be Spanish. That doesn't sound like Spanish spelling to
It's
me.
right here. Amates, amant.
Mamas. Is this just different ways?
Thank you for the super chat, or no, super sticker, Jerry. Parrot character lifting some weight, saying keep it up.
Amamas is Latin. So I'm glad my Spanish is not that rusty that we didn't know all of these words. Is that just, this is just saying love or to love in other languages? Because that sounds like maybe what we're doing here. Paula says, I love spaghetti squash. Me too. It's like crazy the vegetable does that on its own.
I'm not a big fan of spaghetti. Like, I just don't like noodles shaped like that.
What shape of noodles do you like?
I like penne, rotini, basically anything but spaghetti. Or also the angel hair pasta.
You don't like that? Either. I like angel hair. But yeah, I guess if I had to pick a noodle, it would probably be those, what are the curly ones?
Rotini.
Rotini, I like those. I don't think I'm a fan of the ones that are like a tube.
Penne.
Penne, as you can tell, I'm very knowledgeable about my pasta. I think I get a pass because I can't eat gluten, so it's been a while since I've had like pick of the litter of any type of pasta that I wanted. I usually get what I get if it's gluten-free.
Asia says
it's all Latin. You mean Google lied to me? Saying it's Malay?
Canción Mixteca is a very sentimental, iconic song of Mexico equivalent to the Old Lang Syne. Pretty much.
Okay, we'll have to look that up after this or listen to it. Oh, Jeff says bow tie. I like bow tie too because it's kind of like a cute food.
I just like shorter and thicker pastas instead of long and skinny pastas.
Jerry asked, what university did you two go to? We both went to Arizona State University. Go Devils! But we weren't there at the same time. Did we go there ever at the same time? Was there like 1 year crossover?
My last semester was, I ended like December 2010.
So, no. So maybe one semester because I think I started in August 2010. So we had one crossover. We didn't know each other at that time.
All right.
How do we talk about the elusive spaghetti squash rare finding? True. Stephanie says...
Rigatoni. That's like thicker. Thicker penne.
Stephanie says, the elusive spaghetti squash, a rare find in Mexican grocery stores. So true. Actually, squash in general, I think there aren't that many. And I don't know any of those words besides for pumpkin. And I think pumpkin, the word for pumpkin and sweet potato are the same in Spanish, aren't they? What is it? Oh my gosh, I'm so rusty right now.
Calabaza?
Calabaza. I think that means squash. Like it's vague. Or I've at least heard it used in different contexts to mean different types of squash.
Seriously, Leslie says, I go to ASU.
Seriously? That's awesome. Go, Devils.
Gustavo, hello from Oaxaca.
Oaxaca! That's where I want to be right now. Oaxaca. Or really anywhere else besides here in our apartment for the 10th straight week.
How's the weather? Here? Right here? It's hot, humid.
Let's see. I think the weather, we were just talking about this yesterday. I think the weather lies to us every day because it says generally that it's 70% humidity every single day, but I'm quite certain it's much higher than that. Nope, we're not in Las Vegas, unfortunately. It says it's 84 with 77% humidity, feels like 93, but I am almost certain if we were to go outside, it would feel like 3,000% humidity and probably like something like 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what, like 43 Celsius, 44?
Camote is sweet potato.
Camote is, that's what I was thinking of actually, camote.
And then calabaza, pumpkin. Calabacita, squash or zucchini. Camote is sweet potato.
I think it was camote that I was thinking of then. But see, is it like calabacita is any other type of squash, like zucchini or anything? Is spaghetti squash calabacita or butternut squash? I'm gonna look that up now.
We're just looking stuff up during this live stream
I
today.
don't want it to translate to Latin. No. I've been really bad about doing my Spanish lessons. We're not getting our practice that we normally do by going out in the world, the real world, to speak it. So, okay.
Jordan and Maddie,
Spaghetti
dream
squash.
destination. Dream destination. Maybe like Bora Bora with one of the homes out on the crystal clear water with see-through floors.
That would be awesome. Yeah, sign me up for that. Okay, spaghetti squash is calabaza is spaghetti. I feel like that's just the direct translation though, or is it actually calabaza is spaghetti? And then how about this? Butternut squash. Calabaza moscada. Moscada, that sounds gross. That sounds like mosca, which is
Flies.
fly.
Daniel says calabacita is Mexican squash.
But see, this is what I mean. It's so vague. Mexican squash, just any squash, or is there a specific type of Mexican squash that you're talking about? But I guess it doesn't matter because you can't really find these things in the store anyway.
How do we get to talk about squash anyway?
Spaghetti
Oh,
and spaghetti squash. You asked me what my favorite type of squash was.
Gabby asked, "Do you like any Mexican song or music, singer or band in particular?" Like mariachi is probably my favorite. I'm not familiar enough with the bands and singers to have a favorite.
Yeah, and I like mariachi, especially live, but also I can get down with some Spanish pop songs, but I don't know
can't get
any.
down with banda yet.
Oh my gosh, Laska. Swallowing her tongue over here. Jerry asks, how old is Laska? Tiene 10 años.
She'll be 11 on December 26th.
She's getting up there.
Hi from Russ and Naomi from Puerto Penasco. Have you been here? I went there on spring break when I was in college, but that doesn't really count. And you went there when you were younger.
Yeah, I think it was Puerto Penasco anyway, on family vacation when I think I was 5 years old, maybe. And then we spent one night, our very first night in Mexico together, we spent in Puerto Penasco, but we didn't do anything. We got there late and then left.
The only thing we did there was get gas.
That was our first time getting gas in Mexico, I think, too. You want to tell that story? Good times.
So we've been learning Spanish, and then we pull up to the gas pump, and he asked us something, and we didn't understand him. And then we're thinking in our heads, "Oh crap! How do we order gas? How do I say how many? Do I have to say in gallons or liters? Do I have to say what kind? What are they named? I know it's not regular and premium."
I'm in the driver's seat thinking like, oh my gosh, how do I do this math? I don't know how many gallons to liters or how many liters my car is. And so I'm sitting there in like total panic mode. And then I'm looking over at you like, freaking help me, Jordan. Like, can you do the math right now? Like, but we weren't saying much. We were sort of just speechless. And then the guy finally filled in for us, or finally realized that we were having like little panic attacks. And he's like, fill her up in English. He said it in English. It was like, oh my gosh, yes, please. Thank you so much.
That was so funny.
Oh, so embarrassing.
All right.
Yeah, Octavio says, Rocky Point is Puerto Penasco for gringos. Mm-hmm.
That's just the English translation, no?
Is that's actually the...
No, it can't be.
No,
because
Puerto
is port.
Port, yeah.
I don't know what Penasco translates to.
Christian asks, have we ever been to Tlaxcala?
No.
No, not yet. Miguel says, what about Baja? You will be in love with the beach. Shrimp tacos. We hear a lot about these shrimp and fish tacos there. And lobster with beans. Lobster with beans. Huh.
There's a lot of places I want to visit in the Baja Peninsula,
Mm-hmm.
and I think at the top of my list would be La Paz.
Yeah, but we kind of skipped that when we went down, like, the Pacific coast side, and we haven't really made it back up there, so we really do want to go.
Oh, Boulder,
Ah.
Penasco.
I feel like we're looking really dumb today with our
Yeah.
Spanish. We do know more Spanish than this, I swear to you, but yeah, I guess we're just a little bit rusty or just don't.
Thanks for asking. For those of you who joined us last week, we were trying to get some survey questions for you for an upcoming video, and we thought that was going to happen this week, but we ended up deciding to push that video back and do a different video this week.
Mm-hmm.
We have those all ready to go, and
I think we'll probably end up getting that survey out on Facebook and Twitter tomorrow, very likely.
you think?
Maybe even today. Yeah, you just said we have all the questions, right?
Yeah, more or less.
We just have to put it in the survey form. Jaime or Jamie says, do you see tourists out there? Out there is in here in Puerto Morelos? If so, yes. Lots of tourists. Mm-hmm. Not right now. There's
only the people who live here.
And we don't see much of anything right now because there's only one time of day that we go out for a WALK, a stroll with Alaska. Hi, Lorraine from Switzerland. Thank you for joining us. Rainbow Squash says, you should get some land and plant some foods. We should. I did. You guys, you remember if you saw our video of, what was the video?
Lessons we've learned in quarantine.
No, in 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lessons we've learned in 2020. I talked about how black beans grow like crazy. I just had to put them in this new, this is an empty peanut butter jar. Because they were outgrowing the little can of chicken that I was using as a pot before. But these are growing pretty strong, and I think maybe we'll get like 5 beans out of this. I don't know. I don't even know. Do the beans grow underneath the soil? Do they pop out on the top here? Like, I have no idea at all. This was just a fun little project I decided to do.
Juan wants to know why you speak so fast.
Why do people speak so fast in Spanish? I don't know. Probably just because I'm comfortable talking that fast. Or maybe my speech has sped up after being around the fast-talking Spanish speakers in Mexico. Not sure which came first. Mm-hmm. Chicken or the egg?
I feel like I tend to speak pretty slowly for an English speaker. But, I mean, sometimes I talk faster. Like right now.
I do think I talk faster than you. I don't know. Just how we are, I guess. Paul says, does Laska understand the word caminar?
You were teaching our tricks in Spanish yesterday.
I saw this TikTok of this guy going, he added ita to everything. So he's like,
ito.
Ita or ito, patito, meaning like, give me your paw. And he goes,
or patita.
Patita, vueltita, a circle. And Laska does know circle. She'll walk around in a circle. Then he said, sentadito, like, sit. And then I don't know what the other one was, but I was like, I should teach Laska this. She knows circles. So vueltita, vueltita, vueltita. We just did it over and over, and she was perfectly happy to do it because we were giving her TREATs the whole time. Manuel says, I can sell you some magic beans.
Where? Are those the fun kind? Or wait, those are mushrooms.
Are there a fun kind of bean? Where are they going to take us? Because maybe that will be on our list of the places we want to visit when this is over. Wherever our magical beanstalk will take us.
Oh no, I have 157 steps left this hour.
I have 133.
Fitbit. It's telling me to get up and get some steps.
Gustavo says, Maddie, you look very healthy. You look like a totally different person who just found the fountain of youth. Wow, that is so nice. I do feel a lot healthier since my surgery. I feel like it's probably time to do an update because I think it's been at least 5 months maybe, or 4.5 months since the surgery, and I've already noticed it's like a night and day difference how I was feeling then with implants, and now, and also now that I'm detoxing, I've detoxed most of the mercury in my body. So that's very cool. And thank you for the compliment.
This isn't a very popular stream today. This is the fewest amount of people we've had on any stream, so maybe we'll end this early today.
Well, but to all 413 of you, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, maybe we will wrap this up. So if you guys have any burning questions, comments, or concerns before we hop off. Helen asks, for us that dream with living full-time or part-time in Mexico, do you know of a reliable real estate firm that can help?
It totally depends on the city, too.
Yeah.
For whichever city you want to go to, I would just ask for recommendations and like Facebook groups for that particular city.
Henry says, was that the first trip that made you go, wow, we can afford to do this?
What trip is that?
Yeah, what was it?
Oh, Rocky Point? Must be talking about Rocky Point? Puerto Peñasco.
If you're talking about Puerto Peñasco, I don't think you going there for spring break or me going there when I was 5 years old had any influence really on our decision to come to Mexico. That you had the idea way later and then eventually convinced me. A Big Evil Nasty. That's quite the name. I've been binge watching all of your videos and love them. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you for binge watching our videos. That's awesome. That's like such a big compliment to us that you like them so much. You want to see lots.
Thank you for the super chat, Wreck-It Ralph. We're the lucky ones here today.
Woot woot. Appreciate the super chat. Oh, we missed Dan. Dan from New Travel in the house.
Where are you at?
Okay, hold on. We'll find it.
I missed.
We did actually.
There he is.
Hi, Dan. Hope you're doing well. If you had a one-way ticket to anywhere in the world, where would you go? Oh my gosh, a one-way ticket.
One-way ticket. Does that mean we can't come back?
That's a good question. I think it would probably, for me, have to be somewhere in Mexico because I'm not ready to leave here yet. I'm going to go with Oaxaca City. That's where I would go.
I'm going to go to Guadalajara. I'm not going that far.
Or is it a single one-way ticket? Only one of us gets to leave and never go back.
Alaska, where do you want to go?
Where would Laska pick? Of all the places we've been, I think she probably would pick Ajijic when we were living in that really nice house, and she had a giant yard to run around in all the time and dig in the dirt and stuff, get into trouble.
And he says, also, let me know when Mexico opens back up for tourism. I got to get back.
We will keep you guys posted, and maybe in 2020 we'll be able to meet up finally. That would be awesome. If our paths could cross. Gambling Granny, I love that name. Hi, thank you for joining the stream.
Look at the picture.
Oh my gosh, I love that. She says, new here and love your channel. Well, thank you for giving us a chance and joining our live stream. If there is anybody that's watching you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to our channel so you can see other live streams. We do them every Sunday, and we post a new video every Saturday. Thank you, Kim, for the super chat. For your tacos, no question asked, from Florida. Well, thank you for tacos. I can't wait till all the restaurants in town are back open. There's a lot of them that still are, but they have limited hours, and we're not
mostly delivery only, right?
Yeah, mostly delivery only.
Or are there even any sit-down places right now?
Well, we haven't really been out, so I have no idea. El Ciclista, is there a beach where you can let Laska off leash?
Probably, but I don't know. We keep her on leash.
Yeah. Well, and here we've gotten yelled at sort of by taking her on the leash on the beach, because apparently dogs are not allowed on the main beaches of Puerto Morelos, but there is one kind of like on the other side of town, south of town a little bit.
Just slightly south.
Yeah, so we could there, but yeah, we kind of haven't. I think she would run for the hills, because that's just what huskies do. They run, run, run. Helen asks, where will we be for September 15th?
I don't know.
I don't know. Does anybody have a crystal ball? Can you let us know? I would like to hope that it's not here because I'm ready to leave.
That's Mexican Independence Day, right? Or well, the 16th. So they have like a thing on the night of the 15th. Is that right?
El Grito, right? Yeah, but I don't know. We're just kind of taking it day by day still, seeing when things open up. We're technically in I just saw this kind of like map of states and regions in Mexico, and there's green, yellow, and red. Green being, I guess,
fewest cases.
Fewest cases, and red being the most or the most susceptible for spread or something. We're currently living in a red state, which is maxima, or like the most at risk. So I don't know when basically when we'll be able to travel again. Thank you, Michael, for this super sticker. A bear character holding his belly, laughing out loud. Okay, I gotta see this. Oh, so cute.
If I didn't read this, holding his belly, laughing out loud, I would have thought that pear character had boobs.
It does. It does look like that. Well, if you look really close, you could see the hands. But yeah, from far away, it just looks like a little bit of creasing going on there.
Humberto asks, ever consider living in Guadalajara for a while? Yes, I would love to.
Mm-hmm. We did for 4 months in 2018, I think it was. Our first year in Mexico.
In fact, I wouldn't mind having a more permanent place there.
Mm-hmm. And there's just so much to love about Guadalajara, and so many smaller towns and cities around there too. So you have such a great variety of everything, like the mountains, the beach. You have like Puerto Vallarta, the city, and there's so much to do and see and love within the city, including the food and the people, and yeah. Except for the walking on the sidewalks thing. We talked about that in our video from yesterday.
Would you prefer Ajijic or Guadalajara to live? I think I would rather live in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Just more to do there.
Yeah, a lot more variety, and I love Lake Chapala though, and like I think if we were ever living in Guadalajara or near there, like I would want to go to Ajijic for a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I had to choose a place to live, I'd go with Guadalajara as well.
Thank you for the super chat, Zed. I miss my passion and ability to interact with other humans. You guys are instinctual attractant to me. Thanks for what you do. I was having trouble reading that.
That's interesting wording, but thank you for joining us. We appreciate the super chat, and I completely agree with you. I'm missing human interaction, and like we talked about, I think it was a video not this week but last week, like there's a little bit like I'm kind of going crazy from lack of social interaction, because humans are not meant to not socialize, and I do feel thankful that we have each other in Alaska to like, you know, break up the day and stuff, but love to get back out there in the world. Marlon, thank you for the super chat. Buy some treats for Alaska. I think Jordan just went to go get some for Alaska, so you guys can see her. Okay, I'll move. So Alaska, you can go up here.
Come here.
Oops.
They smell so good. I would totally eat them.
Do you want to say what they are?
They're from
beef
Costco.
jerky. Oh my god, Alaska, don't knock the lamp over.
Don't drool, Alaska. Gross.
Ew, that's where I'm sitting.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just go down here, I guess.
Is Guadalajara humid? Not particularly. I mean, there's a rainy season in the summer months. It rains a lot of evenings. So, and it rains hard. It can pour buckets. So I imagine that time is a little bit more humid from what I remember. Is that right? Is that how you remember it? Maybe like the next day?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more humid.
But like compared to where we're living now, here, nothing.
Not even close.
Nothing feels humid compared to this. 'Cause I swear to goodness, it's like 1,000% humidity every single day.
We were talking about this yesterday, and it was something like 75% humidity yesterday when we were out. And we were like, what does 100% humidity even mean? Does that mean like you're in water?
Yeah,
Does that mean it's all water?
I never really considered what humidity is, and yeah, if it is 100%, is that just pure water, like swimming in the ocean or something? Thank you, Michael, for the super chat, and you said below here, treats on me for Laska. Laska treats on me. And Bella's autism-friendly travel blog. Have we been to
Kauai.
Kauai? Is that in Hawaii?
I believe so. And no, I haven't been to Hawaii at all.
Me either. I'd love to go to Hawaii. It seems beautiful there. Emil, hello from Sweden. Wow, thank you for joining our live stream. And I think we have a high roller of the day. Thank you, Ray, for the super chat. I really appreciate that.
That is the biggest one of the day.
And Jerry says, humidity is the worst in Galveston, Texas. I've been to Galveston, and I think it's pretty bad. Just like Houston. In the summer, oh my gosh, it's so humid. We Are Awake says, usually that means it's raining or about to, if it's 100%. Okay, El Ciclista says, I think 100% humidity means it's raining. So, I'm still a little bit confused about that. We should look this up.
Yeah, we should.
And Bella's Travel Vlog says, yes, that's in Hawaii. Yeah, I'd love to go there. Anthony says, every year when I come back to Cancun, getting out of the airplane feels like an oven. Yeah. Yeah, we always know when we're back because it's like a blanket of heat and humidity. They don't really put air conditioning in the, what's the thing called that takes you a little hallway from the airplane to the airport?
Jetway?
The jetway? That's called the jetway?
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe I didn't know that.
Make your way to the jetway.
Michael asks, Tapalpa? Yes, I would totally go back to Tapalpa. We loved it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really cute little town. I don't know that we could ever live there because it's simple, quiet. There's not a lot going on, but it's a great place to like relax.
I would love it for a weekend getaway place while living in Guadalajara.
Jack wants to know, or says, we left your Acapulco vids. Any plans on going back? My wife is from Acapulco. We will buy a place on La Costera soon. It will be our winter home. Yeah, that was one place that we mentioned of the 10 that we want to visit when this is all over is Acapulco. We'd love to go back.
$21, I'm the new high roller. I don't think it works like that. I don't think you could just type in $21.
But nice try. Thank you for playing. Oh, good morning to Mom and Don. Don, how are you feeling? You just had surgery. Hopefully you're doing better than at first with the anesthesia effects. Marco says 100% humidity means the air can hold as much water as the air can possibly hold. Okay.
Oh, and
that
once
makes
it hits
sense.
there, it's like, boom, it has to rain.
Then it will rain after that? Okay. Aw. Bella's Autism-Friendly Travel Vlog says, my daughter says thank you. Her first live shout-out. That is awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Oh, we're a little bit behind here. Whoa. New high roller of the day.
Thanks again for the chirp wheel tip. My back feels so much better. Can't wait for you guys to get to Baja. You will love it. Really glad you're enjoying that. I love it and use it every single day. The hardest part about it for me was the day I got them because I realized that, oh my gosh, my back is not used to this. But then you just use their introductory, like,
Yep.
They have instructions for you to start using it and get used to it. And then, but after you're used to it, just like after a day or two, it's great.
Well, I mean, it's almost like when you go to the gym again after you haven't gone for like a year. Even if you do light exercise, the next day you're probably going to be a little bit sore. Same with stretching. Like I did my stretching routine, posted a video of that on Facebook. I was so sore the next day, and I hadn't gone like ham, stretched too much or anything, but I was still like just not as limber. So I think it's probably along those same lines.
Where are last week's high rollers? Yeah, I haven't seen them. They were Ron and Barry, I think.
I feel like maybe are people doing stuff for Memorial Day? We posted something on Facebook saying, what's everyone not doing for Memorial Day? Because Memorial Day weekend or whatever. Because here, everything's still closed. There's no parties or barbecues going to be happening. But a lot of people did say that they were getting together for like a picnic, a cookout, things like that. So
Lots of silver jewelry in Tasco. Go there. Do you have your silver ring on?
my hands got skinnier and it kept falling off.
Oh, really?
So I haven't been able to wear it. The only finger that it fits on is my like wedding ring finger, and I was just thinking like I don't need to start any rumors on our channel.
Albert, thank you for the super chat. We got Laska's t-shirt, finally. Waiting for my coffee cup. Miss you all. Yeah, if you're buying something from our website lately, it's going to be slower delivery than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Because of COVID, there's various governments around the world that have shut down their facilities in that country. So many of them are having to be sent from Latvia because that's one of the only places where they can manufacture right now. So normally it arrives pretty quickly, but yeah, right now there's a little bit of a delay for a lot of orders.
But thank you so much for the super chat and also from buying something from our site. So hopefully you really love the shirt. We certainly do. They're so soft. They're my favorite shirts to wear. I can't wait for our sample order to come of the new designs.
I know. When is that going to get here?
Like, the waiting game is terrible. I feel your pain.
We have finally started to get some packages shipped here, though.
Yes. Well, because we like had to figure it out. But we've tried having things sent to where we live here before, and like some stuff just never showed up. So it was like it's kind of risky.
Should we show them the gift we got?
If you want.
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh.
I'll burp.
And thank you guys, Bella's Autism Friendly Travel Vlog, for the super sticker. #1 fan, para-character. And Jim says, are y'all crowding Laska? Who's crowding who? Laska? Is Laska crowding us, or are we crowding Laska? These couches, we have 2 couches, and they're both love seats. So even just Jordan and I sitting on them, it's a tight squeeze. Jerry says, say W-A-L-K, don't spell it. I want to see Laska's reaction. Okay, this is what happens. I'll put it on her.
Laska, do you want to go for a walk?
Really, it's the do you want to go for a? Even the do you want to go for a? What? Do you want to go for a walk? Now she's sitting here like, I don't know if I should get excited or not because this is way earlier than we ever go for a. And she also does a similar thing when we go, Laska, wait. Laska, is that a cat? Is that a cat? Do you see the cat? Okay, she's not being funny anymore. She usually does the same type of head tilt like, what? Cat? Huh?
All right, so there's this company that reached out to us. It was like this marketing agency, and one of their clients is Play Studios. If you're not familiar with them, they have the My Vegas games where you can get like My Vegas or Vegas rewards by playing online games. And they sent us a Tangerine notebook and Tangerine pen.
They're really nice. Like, you know Moleskine notebooks that they're really like thick cover and nice paper? I think it said they're from Germany.
Yeah.
It's not Moleskine, but it's similar and very high quality.
I also sent
like nice a thermal mug or a
thermos,
like, tumbler type of deal that will actually fit in a cup holder.
We were kind of excited to get those.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It's like I think that's the first gift that we've ever been sent, like just kind of randomly. We haven't done anything or partnered with them or anything like that yet. Mark says, what do you do with your belongings that you can't take with you when you move? Do you always sell and repurchase? It kind of depends what it is. Like some things, like it's not worth it for us to take it in our bag and take up all the space or whatever. Like food, for instance, like we're not going to take a bunch of if we have rice and beans or things in the cupboards, we probably.
I mean, if it fits, like,
yeah,
we'll take whatever food we can, but.
But like as far as clothes and some things like that we probably won't need, well, I imagine we're just gonna give it away and not sell it, unless it was something like a camera or something that we might sell, but.
Mark says, since Jordan suggested played in Vegas slots for rewards 3 months ago, I'm up to 70,000 points. I assume that's my Vegas, but if so, nice. That can get you like certain times a year or a 3-night reward at Mirage or something for 3 free nights.
Albert says, we just got back from LA and stayed at a Tangerine hotel there. I bought my wife a Tangerine cap and pen also. A Tangerine hotel?
Where's this Tangerine hotel?
That sounds cool. We should probably go stay there. Ratbone says, are y'all going to be sponsored by Play Studios My Vegas? If so, that's awesome.
I don't know. It was this marketing agency in Las Vegas that reached out to us, and they're like, hey, our client Play Studios would like to send you a gift. Mm-hmm. And we're like, why? What's the catch?
Yeah, what's this about? Because really, this is the first time. I know some YouTubers, like different types, like for makeup and fashion and stuff, or if you're like Casey Neistat, brands will just send you stuff just in hopes that you'll probably
maybe put it in a video
or review it or something, or do like an unboxing and get some advertisement. But we've never gotten anything like that, and maybe because we're like always on the move, or it seems. To me, it sometimes seems sketchy when people are doing that. In this case, no, but.
But they were like, oh, we just wanted to send you something and form some kind of relationship with you, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that.
I feel like we're friends now. Send us a Tangerine notebook, pen, and a cup holder friendly like thermos thing. Like I'm about it.
So, all you need is people to buy you stuff and then you're friends.
Not really.
Tangerine stuff.
Yeah, basically tangerine stuff. That's all it is. Like I don't like when you put it like that. All you need is people to buy you things. That's actually not how to become my friend, because I've had guys, like I've dated guys in the past that give me a break. Everybody has their own love language, and there's the 5 love languages, like acts of service, quality time, words of appreciation or words of encouragement, physical touch, and did I say gifts?
I don't think so.
But my like receiving love language is not gifts. In fact, when people give me something and it's just out of the blue for no reason, it's like, why are you buying me this? What do you want from me? Like, what are your expectations here? So I did not like that very much. But in this case, yeah. But I don't know. I put this comment on the screen that said, oh my gosh, I lost it. Something like, I'm with you. What's the catch? Oh yeah, here. Pete Trevino says, hope you're fine. Right, huh, Jordan? What's the catch? Yeah, that's sort of what we were thinking a little bit. But I think it's just sort of like something to be nice, maybe open the door for some future thing that might happen.
Have you ever been to Canada? Only to Manitoba. And been there a number of times. Well, I grew up in Minnesota, so Manitoba wasn't that far away. Been to Winnipeg a number of times. That's where my mom currently lives. And I've been on some fishing trips in northern Manitoba.
At Bella's Autism Friendly Travel Vlog says, it's Christmas every day for Casey Neistat. Yeah, I saw a video where he was like talking about a shelf or a room in his house or something where he just puts all the products that companies send to him. It's like, I don't know, it just sort of blew my mind because I didn't know that anybody got that kind of treatment. But I guess when you have like, what does he have? 10 million subscribers, companies probably just throw their stuff at you in hopes of getting some advertisement to that many people. Yeah. Gotnisa says, Play Studios does an appreciation day for us at my job. They go all out and have really made us feel appreciated. I love my Vegas. That's awesome. So do you work for Play Studios then, or something related to that, to my Vegas? Manuel says, if I buy you a tangerine, will you be my friends? Probably. Yeah, probably. If somebody just walked up
Better
to
not
us
be
and was,
rotten.
oh yeah,
Got to be a good tangerine.
it's got to be a sweet, like, juicy one. Shawn asks, Jordan, do you take vitamin D? I'm not a doctor, but I'm taking it at doctor's recommendation, and it's been great for my back pain.
So I take quite a few vitamins and supplements, and yeah, vitamin D is one of those. D3 in particular. JK Photography says, I purchased the facial jade rollers from the Canada website you recommended. Love it. They sent to me a beautiful gift, and I was able to combine your tangerine discount plus 10% they offered. Thanks.
Awesome!
Glad you're enjoying it. So, Maddie had purchased and been using one that she bought on Amazon, but then we did some research and found out those are all fake.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that in the vlog that we did, but yeah, basically they'll say in the description that the color is jade, which they can get away with because jade is actually the name of a color, but it's also a stone. So all of those, any that you see on Amazon that are like $10 to $20, or even like
even the 50,
even
60,
$50,
$70
yeah,
ones.
up to $70 ones. Those are probably all fake, not real stones, or they're dyed, or it's glass or something, which can actually be damaging to your face. So,
like, you go on Ulta Beauty, and they have jade rollers for, I don't know, $50 to $70, and then you go click on the description there, and none of them are real jade. So we were searching high and low to find a jade roller for her that was made of real jade, and ended up finding that one.
Yeah, so finally found that place, and they're a really awesome company. We've communicated with the wife, part of the husband-wife team, so, and if any of you guys are interested, I was thinking, where do we put that information? It's, maybe, I'll put it in the chat here.
Okay. For MGM, we make the reservations for your rewards in the call center. So if you get a My Vegas reward, that's a free room, and you call them, they do charge a $15 fee to book the room through that. But if you go through mlife.com and book the room there, there's no charge. However, sometimes the website isn't working for some reason, and then you call them and be like, hey, the website isn't working, they'll waive that $15 fee. Oh, a huge super chat from Sandy.
Gosh.
Hey, 3 Mexiteers.
Mexiteers, I love that.
Sorry, I've not reached out in a while, but it's great to see you all are doing well. Sending much health and love from California.
Thank you so much, Sandy. That's so sweet. And wow, that is a really, really generous super chat. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm melting between you and this heating blanket that we have right here. Laska, can you move? Like, I love you, but I really need... I need you to...
Do you want to go for a walk? Okay.
Oh, that's mean. She probably thinks we're doing it now. It's too hot and sunny and humid for a walk. Sorry, Laska.
I need to take her outside, though. She needs to go out.
Zed says, Maddie and Jordan, you two are married by respect and love without societal ritual. Total respect. That's a good way to look at it. We've gotten questions like that. When are you guys getting married or plans or whatever? And somebody commented something like, is it just that you don't want to ruin a good thing? And like, kind of, yeah, because we've been doing fine. So,
can you hold down the fort for a minute?
Apparently, I'm going to hold down the fort for a minute. Jordan's taking Alaska potty outside. Good Kitty says, Shawn, I heard people with low vitamin D are more likely to get very sick with COVID, so do take your vitamin D. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of taking care of something, so I don't know what Jordan said on this, but we're both taking vitamin D right now because we've heard that, and we take quite a lot of vitamins, and including magnesium, vitamin C, zinc. I could list them. We take as many vitamins as like a 95-year-old woman. Sabiar says, I followed your channel since a year ago. I live in Villas Morelos Dos by Dunosusa Street. That's awesome. Thank you for following our channel for such a long time. And it seems like you're actually pretty close to us, too. Stephanie says, I had never heard of chirp wheels before you mentioned them today, but I see that you have a link below the video. Did you discuss them in a previous video? Yes, I believe it was our video from yesterday. Was it the video from yesterday that we talked about chirp wheels?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then the one from 2 weeks ago, then was that our
Things
lessons?
we've learned. Yeah.
Things we've learned, 20 things we've learned in 2020 or something like that. In that video, we talked about them and like showed how they work, and then also in the vlog, the quarantine vlog that we did. So if you kind of want to see what we're talking about, well, here, I will get them right now.
The quarantine vlog was fun. For those of you who haven't seen it, go check that out.
I really like that video, how it turned out. So, okay, these are the chirp wheels. There's a small one, and then 2 larger sizes.
So it has it's like thin enough to go in between your shoulder blades, so it really gets those deep cracks.
Mm-hmm.
And then this groove is so it doesn't put pressure on your spine.
But basically, these are kind of like more well-designed foam rollers. They're similar to foam rollers, but like Jordan was saying, it has this groove for your spine, and it targets the muscles along the spine to help align your back and stretch
Gets so
it out.
many cracks. It feels
And
so
everything.
good.
So, but we kind of showed how they work and how we use them in those two. So, like, probably the best one to watch is the quarantine vlog. I like that video, how that one turned out. So, and if you're curious, I can get the link to that too. Why don't I do that right now?
Molly asks, what's the story behind Laska's name? So I got her, and when we got her, I was with my ex, and we were also living with one of my friends.
Your ex?
But both of them wanted a dog. I didn't want a dog, but I'm like, you know what? I'll get a dog if it's a husky, because I told myself before that, hey, if I ever get a dog, it will be a husky. So we found a husky, and then, I don't know, we played with a bunch of different names, and Alaska is like the state Alaska, where it's cold and snowy, and then that's where you find huskies a lot of times. And I don't know, just taking off that first A sounded cool, just being Alaska. I like the name, still do.
My mom says, this was when you took her potty outside. Now's your chance to tell funny stories about Jordan while he's out. I didn't actually have that much time.
You probably weren't even cut off of comments.
No. Oh, and then we have, backing up, Jerry says, don't get married. It's best not to get married.
You're getting married and having kids. Congrats.
Oh, we are. Is this a crystal ball type of prophecy, or does a hope and a wish? Let's see. I saw El Ciclista says if you throw a tangerine at them, they will be angry. So I was talking about earlier, like if you give us a tangerine. Oh no, mosquito.
Mosquito got in here?
You let in a mosquito. It's gonna get me.
And our wand, our magic mosquito killer wand, broke.
It died. It literally just fell apart. Do you guys know those like electric? It looks like a tennis racket, but it's
a bug zapper.
Electric zapper. We need to find another one.
It works so well for a really long time. One of our best 60 or 70 peso purchases ever.
Yeah.
That's, like for $3 or $4, that killed so many bugs.
It saved us from so many mosquito bites. There was a comment, but I cannot. Oh, Stephanie was asking, were we able to get those shipped to you in Mexico? The chirp wheels.
I don't know if they shipped to Mexico or not. I haven't tried, but we just ordered them when we were back in Phoenix one time.
They probably do, if I had to guess, but yeah, we haven't tried, so. Sheila says, off subject, but you guys have the same color hair. Similar. I think my hair, if I'm spending more time in the sun, it gets a lot lighter. We were having this discussion about hair a couple days ago, and I'm like, what color would you consider your hair? And you said light brown.
People call me blonde, but
I wouldn't say you're blonde. I think it's more like light brown.
I feel like Laska's blonde.
She's
White.
blonde? She's definitely white with like red-headed overtones.
Jordan always talking about his ex.
Always talking about your ex.
I was actually looking for another one. It was like Jordan knows way too much about jade rollers.
Really, I went down the jade roller rabbit hole because because my old one that I got from Amazon, like a cheapy $15 one, got knocked off the table and then it cracked in half. So I was like, I really love this, and I think I'm going to use, like, up to that point, I think I'd used it for 6 months every single day, twice a day. So I'm like, maybe I can invest in a nicer one. And then that's when I started figuring out that all the jade rollers are just jade colors and they're fake jade or jade-like stone and stuff. And then I basically, I think between the two of us, I don't know which of us found the jade mine, the Canadian jade mine, but yeah, we both kind of went down that rabbit hole.
Jordan, why are there no more My Vegas room rewards anymore? I don't know. I haven't been on there. I'm sure they'll come back soon.
Well, and probably because for a long time nobody knew
when they were going to be open.
Yeah, like including all these casinos, they didn't know when they were going to open. So.
But some of them are opening at the beginning of June.
MTN says WTF is a jade roller. Okay, hold on.
I can still see I can see we still need a haircut, Jordan. I'm going on good 4 months. Yeah, me too, at least.
Good 5 months at this point. Okay, so here's my jade roller. This is the company. It's Canadian, authentic Canadian jade. And this is what it looks like. Got a small roller part here and a larger roller part. And basically it's to reduce inflammation in the face and help promote lymphatic drainage, and also to like reduce puffiness, and it sort of helps work in moisturizers and stuff. So I'm not actually going to put it on my face because I have makeup and I don't really want to work all of that into my pores or anything, but you would just kind of take it across your face like this, and then your neck too as well, going down like this, so that it gets your the toxins and things to your lymph nodes and helps to drain that out. So I don't know if it's all that, if it does all that, but I like it. I've probably been using it for like 8 or 9 months now. It's a nice little me thing to do. That guy, thank you for the super chat. You probably covered this before, but I'm getting the feeling that Mexico will reopen soon for air travel and tourism. Do you think so? And do you think it will be safe?
I was hearing rumblings of like beginning of June. But then didn't you just see something about how the Mexico-U.S. border was being closed until like June, like third week in June or something?
Something like that. I know that the U.S.-Canadian border, it was like mutually agreed that the closure would extend for a while longer. And I think it's going to be a few more weeks. But that was just one article, and I don't know if it was like being talked about at the time or if that was for sure. Okay, no, here. It's at travelpulse.com. This says, U.S. extends travel ban on Canada and Mexico border crossings.
June 22nd.
June 22nd. So this says, the jointly approved restrictions on cross-border travel, first issued on March and renewed in April, were set to expire on Wednesday, May 20th, but will now remain in effect through at least June 22nd, 2020. It notably does not apply to trade or supply chain operations, basically non-essential travel, but yeah, it seems June 22nd. I don't know.
But to answer the question, do I think it'll be safe? I mean, just, I don't know. That's a tough question to answer. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I have very mixed feelings because it seems like,
Me too.
I don't know, like the way that this pandemic has gone and the information that's come out and the like herd mentality sort of, how the population thinks about it and just different things. I just don't know. I don't understand how some states are already opening and stuff when there's no real treatment. Like, there's no effective treatment. Or, I mean, there are some, but I don't think they're, like, widely used or being applied to people that end up in the hospital. There's no, like, vaccine or anything. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think or how to feel about it. I think...
And, like, the data I've seen shows it's a lot less dangerous than we originally thought it was because there have been a ton of people who've gotten it who we didn't know about. So it's like 1/20th of the death rate and hospitalization rate that we initially thought. But still, obviously, super contagious and not fun to get. So, I don't know. Just, I guess, depends on what kind of travel you're doing, how many people you're around.
Mm-hmm.
If you've had it before, if you have the antibodies.
Yeah. Meg says, isn't jade a common stone in Mexico too?
I don't know.
I don't know. I actually thought most jade came from
China.
China.
For a very long time, like when various countries would take ships of stuff over to another country to trade, jade was a common thing that they would trade from China.
And that's why also it's like very symbolic in Chinese medicine and things, and like regarded very highly for its healing properties and things. But so I was a little bit surprised to know that there's like a huge jade, what is it? What would it be called? Like a reserve or something in Canada, but
Jade resource.
But I don't know.
It'd be refreshing after putting it in the freezer for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It actually holds cool.
That is a thing about jade is that it
doesn't even need to be in the freezer or fridge to be cool. It's always going to be.
But yes,
cool
I like it when it's extra cold. So when we're in cooler climates, it feels way nicer. And I probably should be putting it in the freezer more than I do. I would just be afraid that I forget about it there or something, and then I don't know.
Wouldn't that be too cold to hold?
Maybe. Not sure. I'll have to give it a try.
Hello from Texas.
Luis says citizens like me can't cross the border until at least June 22nd. So, wait, Luis, you're saying you can't cross the border until at least June 22nd. Do you mean cross the border from the U.S. back to Mexico, or from, like, I don't know, where you're a citizen?
Which country are you a citizen of?
He says up here, actually. I live in Tijuana, and the U.S. citizens are free to go into and out of San Diego. Okay. So then you can't cross the border to the... Yeah. I'm a little bit confused, honestly. Diana says, watch the official report at 7 p.m. with Dr. Hugo Lopez.
Hugo.
I can't say that name. I'm sorry.
Hugo.
He's the one to watch for accurate information about coronavirus.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to keep a little bit more of an eye out on that. I think, like, for my own sanity, I have to, like, not look at the news sometimes, because it's just...
Yeah, we've been kind of distancing ourselves from coronavirus news.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us, Isaac,
from
Chandler, Arizona. Well, I hate to say it, actually, but I think we're probably going to wrap this up here. I know we said that, like...
20 minutes ago.
A million years ago that we were going to do that, but I did see a question. Jerry, you asked something that you insisted that we answer. Let me see if I can go back and leave off on that. I insist on my question. What are your plans after YouTube life? I
don't know.
It's a pretty good question. I'm thinking and hoping that we'll be doing YouTube for a while. It's kind of the plan as of right now, but... we should probably think of that. I mean, it's always good to have a plan B or just a, like, I don't know, contingency plan.
Really wanted to come to Playa, but not sure if it's open. I don't think you're going to be able to get here right now, unfortunately.
And the beaches are still not open either. Although it was seeming like they might be reopening because we've seen... We've seen videos of sargassum, the seaweed machines where they like, I don't know, it's like a lawnmower kind of thing with little
Grabber.
hooks that kind of pick it up and pile it up. So it seemed like they were getting ready to open.
It's like a Zamboni for seaweed.
Yeah, sort of.
Vince, thank you for the super chat. Love the channel. And thank you for joining our Sunday live video.
Orlando says Mexico doesn't have any restrictions on its borders. I think that's wrong. At least based on this website, travelpulse.com.
But we're not going across the border, so you very well could know more than we do.
Yeah, but it seems like the restrictions to non-essential travel has been extended. But like we said, we could be a little bit more updated on that.
I watched one of your 2-year-old videos yesterday. It was funny how quiet-spoken you both were back then.
Oh,
They've changed a lot.
Yeah.
And now, unfortunately, we're mostly stuck making videos inside.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for watching an older video. Like, some of those were pretty rough. We were learning.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we still are.
Sometimes we're still pretty rough. But I like looking back at our older videos just to see how far we've come and like the improvements that we've made. Hopefully, it seems like we've gotten better since the beginning. Besides talking more loudly.
All right. Should we end it here?
I think we can do that.
With a bye, Maddie and Jordan. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining us on our Sunday live video.
Before you go, if you're looking for some other Tangerine Travels videos to watch, we just released one yesterday. Not too many people have seen yet. So what was that about? Pros and cons about living in Mexico. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out.
Here you go, grab a bell.
Oops. Oh, and then, oh my gosh.
No kicking computers.
You're going to talk. Espérenos. Oh my gosh, where's the bell? Where is it?
Where this thing is? Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Please subscribe if you haven't already. Anybody who's still waiting for the rest of our shenanigans here.
And
gong that bell so you'll be reminded anytime we go live or we release a new video.
bye, guys.
Bye.